Hi, welcome to the quiz. You will be presented with multiple choice questions, each displayed on screen for a short time. Please make sure to attempt answering all the questions. Quizzes help us to reinforce our knowledge, identify areas where we need to focus more, and improve our overall performance. Taking quizzes can also help to increase retention and make the learning process more engaging and enjoyable. With that out of the way, you can answer along on quizalto.com. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. What is the main purpose of AWS CloudFormation? Implement multi-factor authentication. Monitor application performance. Automate the deployment of infrastructure as code. Optimize database queries. What is the level of infrastructure management provided by AWS CloudFormation? Limited to virtual servers only. Fully managed. No cloud infrastructure management. Requires manual intervention for every update. Why is it recommended to use parameters in AWS CloudFormation templates? To simplify template syntax. To increase billing accuracy. To limit the number of resources created. To make templates more reusable and versatile. What is a stack in AWS CloudFormation? A separate AWS account for resource management. A monitoring tool for AWS resources. A collection of AWS resources created and managed as a single unit. An individual AWS resource. How can you roll back a stack creation in AWS CloudFormation? By manually reverting each resource. By canceling the stack creation. By rolling back to the last known good state. By deleting the stack. How does AWS CloudFormation handle dependencies between resources in a template? It requires manual input for each dependency. It ignores dependencies completely. It randomly assigns dependencies. It manages dependencies automatically based on the resource configuration. What is the purpose of AWS CloudFormation? To create virtual networks. To monitor resource usage in real time. To manually provision resources in the cloud. To automate the deployment of infrastructure as code. What is the AWS CloudFormation Designer tool used for? To optimize database schema. To visually create, edit, and manage CloudFormation templates. To automate code deployment. To monitor network traffic. Why is it recommended to use parameters in AWS CloudFormation templates? To automate the deletion of resources. To simplify the template structure. To customize resource configurations without modifying the template. To limit the number of resources that can be provisioned. How does AWS CloudFormation handle dependencies between resources? By using the depends on attribute. By ignoring dependencies. By automatically resolving dependencies. By creating resources in random order. What is a change set in AWS CloudFormation? A template used to roll back stack changes. A log of past stack modifications. A separate stack for testing updates. A preview of proposed changes before applying them. What is the benefit of using AWS CloudFormation for infrastructure management? Requires manual provisioning of resources. Provides real-time monitoring of resources. Limits the types of resources that can be provisioned. Allows for automated creation and management of resources. How does AWS CloudFormation enforce resource configurations? By ignoring configuration differences. By rolling back changes when configurations differ from the template. By automatically updating configurations. By deleting resources that do not match the template. What is an output in an AWS CloudFormation template used for? To trigger Lambda functions. To export information about resources for other stacks to use. To hide sensitive data from the template. To schedule automated tasks on resources. What is the concept of stacks in AWS CloudFormation? A collection of AWS resources created and managed together. A unit of storage in CloudFormation. A mechanism for version control in templates. A security layer in CloudFormation templates. How does AWS CloudFormation handle dependencies between resources in a template? Automatically manages dependencies based on resource definitions. Requires manual intervention for each dependency. Randomly assigns dependencies. Ignores dependencies. What is the purpose of the CFN signal helper script in AWS CloudFormation? To pause template execution. To delete resources. To signal resource creation and wait for completion. To list stacks in an account. What is the primary design principle behind AWS CloudFormation templates? Artificial intelligence algorithms. Serverless architecture. Infrastructure as code. Blockchain technology. What is a stack in AWS CloudFormation? A collection of related resources. A notification channel for resource events. An automated backup mechanism. A virtual environment for testing. What is the purpose of AWS CloudFormation? To automate the management of AWS resources. To analyze log files for errors. To provide data encryption at rest. To monitor application performance. What does it mean when a resource is in the create_complete state in AWS CloudFormation? The resource is undergoing a rollback process. The resource is paused for manual intervention. The resource creation process has failed. The resource has been successfully created. What is a parameter in an AWS CloudFormation template? A load balancing mechanism. A configurable element that can be passed at stack creation. A fixed size block storage option. An analytics tool for monitoring stack performance. What role does the CloudFormation designer play in AWS CloudFormation? Visualize templates and create infrastructure designs. Monitor cloud resource usage. Automate code deployment. Manage network security policies. What is the main purpose of AWS CloudFormation? To automate billing processes. To provision and manage resources through templates. To monitor resource usage. To provide serverless architecture. How can you roll back changes made by a failed AWS CloudFormation stack update? Revert to the previous stack state. Ignore the failure and continue. Manually reconfigure resources. Delete the entire stack. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.